Yes friends, so we are doing question number 5. So in the question number 5, it says Rakesh runs 1 and 1.3 times as fast as Mukesh. Let me first write Rakesh runs 1 and 1.3 or 4 by 3 as fast as Mukesh. As fast as Mukesh. Now it says like this. Okay. Now in a race, if Rakesh gives a lead of 60 meter to Mukesh. Okay, this is the point here. To find here, when will they meet, or find the distance. Find the distance from the starting point. Where both of them will meet. That is the point we have to find out. Now solution. Try to understand this question here. What does it say? Now it says that Rakesh has given 60 meters lead to Mukesh. What does it mean? It means that Mukesh has already 60 meters ahead of Rakesh. Now Rakesh is running after Mukesh has reached 60 meters away. But Rakesh's speed in this case is 4 by 3 as fast as that of Mukesh. What does it mean? That means if Rakesh runs 4 meters, then Mukesh runs only 3 meters. That means Rakesh is running 4 meters and Mukesh is running only 3 meters. That means Rakesh is gaining 1 meter for every 4 meters. For every 4 meters, Rakesh is gaining 1 meter, because 3 meter is run by Mukesh and Rakesh is running 4 meters. That means 1 meter more every 4 meters Rakesh is gaining. Now 16 meters he has to gain. So for 4 meters he is gaining 1. So for every 4 meters he is gaining 1. So 60 meters, for 60 meters he has to gain. 1 meter is gaining for 4. So 60 meters he will gain for how many meters ahead? When he will cover how many meters, then he will cover these 60 meters. That 4 6 are 24, 240 meters. So after 240 meters more Rakesh has covered, then he will meet Mukesh. Then Mukesh will cover how many? 3 6 are 18. 3 6 are 18 only. And 180 meters Rakesh will cover, and 240 meters. 240 why? Because 180 plus 60. 180 plus 60, 240. 180 plus 60 means 240. So 240 meters will be covered by Rakesh, and only 180 meters from 60 ahead. So 60 plus 180 is 240. So both will meet after 240 meters Rakesh has covered. That is the distance here. Try to understand. Okay, so Mukesh here, Rakesh gains 1 meter for every 4 meters. For every 4 meters, as A runs 4 meters, while not A but here Rakesh, I'm sorry, Rakesh and Mukesh. Rakesh This is as Rakesh runs 4 meters while Mukesh runs only 3 meters. That is the point here. Try to understand. So every 4 meters, Rakesh is gaining 1 meter only. Solution, let me find out here. So for every 4 meters, Rakesh is gaining 1 meter. Try to understand. Now he has to gain, so he has to gain 60 meters. 60 meters to meet Mukesh. For that, let me now describe this in this form. Suppose here it is Rakesh and this is Mukesh. Now Rakesh is 60 meters behind Mukesh. Now these 60 meters are to be covered up by, now for every 4 meters, Rakesh is gaining 1 meter, so 60 meters he has to cover. Up to this point, there is 240 meters. So this 180 meters, 3 6 are 18, 3 meters up to 60 meters. Mukesh will cover only 180 meters, but 60 plus 180 is 240. And Rakesh has to cover 240. This is what after 240 meters, both will meet at the same point, right? For this, hence, Rakesh has to cover 4 into 60, that is 240 meters. Only then he will meet Mukesh. So 240 meters is the answer. At what distance from initial point they will meet. Okay, find the distance from the starting point where both of them will meet. So after 240 meters, at the distance of 240 meters. So at 240 meter distance, both of them will be together or will meet. Both of them will be together or meet. Right, this is the answer here. Simple question. Just for every 4 meter, he is gaining 1 because Mukesh is running only 3 meters and B is running 4 meters, as B is faster than him by 1 meter only. Okay, so this is the answer here. So question number 5 we have completed. Let me talk about question number 6. What is question number 6? Let me check it and then solve it. Question number 6. What is given to us? Question number 6 is, okay, question number 6 is this. In a 1500 meter race, Tinu beats Minu by 150 meters. And in the same race, Minu beats Renu by 75 meters. By what distance does Tinu beats Renu? Okay, that is the point. What is given in a 1500 meter race? Okay, Tinu beats Minu by 150 meters. Try to understand this point. 150 meters. And in the same race, Yeah, and in the same race, Meenu, second one, Meenu beats Reenu by 75 meters. This is 75 meter. 75 meter, let me tell. Okay, by what distance does Teenu be seen? You find here. By what distance? By what distance? Teenu, the first one. Teenu beats Meenu, the third one. Teenu beats Reenu is the third one. Sorry. So by what distance Teenu beats Reenu, the third one? This we have to find out. Teenu is the first one, Meenu is the second one, Reenu is the third one. Okay, so let me just check it. What is the point here? Now see here. What is their distances respectively? So in a 1500 race, it says 1500 meter race. Suppose this is Teenu and this is Meenu here, and this is Meenu and this is Reenu, third one. Okay, exact names are there. Teenu, Meenu, Reenu. Now what I say? Suppose A runs 15 meters, complete meter 15 meters, but it beats Meenu by 150 meters. 150 meters means 150 meters less Meenu runs. That means it will run 1350 by 1500 minus 150 meters. That means 1350 only. 150 meters we have to subtract from 1500. It will give us 1350 only. Now it says in the same race of 1500 meters. Now if Meenu runs 1500 meters, then question says that it beats Reenu by 75 meters. Yeah, 75 meters. Less than 1500 minus 75 will be 1425. What's the point? So by what meters Teenu, the first one, meets Reenu? So we have to find the same ratio. That means when Teenu runs 1500 meters, Meenu runs 1350. So when Meenu runs 1350, then what distance Reenu will run? That distance we have to find out first. When we have calculated that, then comparison of 3 can be made. Now let us solve this question. See here, when Meenu runs 1500, then Reenu runs 1425 meters. At 1 meter, okay, Reenu will run 1425 upon 1500. Try to understand this point. That when this Meenu is running 1500, then Reenu is running 1425. And when Meenu runs 1 meter, then Reenu will run 1425 upon 1500 meters. This is very important point. So when Meenu runs 1350, because that at 1350, this is the actual distance in comparison to first one, Teenu. So Teenu is running 1500, Meenu is running 1350. So at 1350, what is the position of Reenu? That we have to find out. So in comparison to this 1500, 1425, when Meenu running 1500, Reenu running 1425. So at 1 meter here, then Reenu will run 1425 upon 1500, and at 1350, calculate this here. Let me solve it here. solution. So when Meenu runs 1350 meters, then Reenu will run, Reenu the third one, then Reenu will run this 1425 upon 1500 into 1350. This is very important. So 1 0 cancelled out. We have to multiply them and find the solution. Okay, then the comparison of those three will be made easily. Let me just solve it. This is calculation at when 1350 is run by Meenu, the middle one. The third Reenu will run this much distance. Let me now calculate this. By 5 we can cancel out this 5, 3 are 15, 30 times. This is 5, 2 are 10, 5, 7 is 35. Right? 5, 7 is 35. Got the point. 3, 10 times. And this is 3, 9 times. Then 5, 2 times. And this is 5. 2 is 10, 4, 42, 5, 8 is 40, 2, 5, 5 is 25. This is 285 into 9 divided by 2. So it will give us, let me first multiply the numerator. 9 5 is 45, 5 4 carry, 9 8 is 72, 72 and 4 76, 7 carry. Then 9 2 is 18, 18 and 7 25, 2 5 6 5 divided by 2. It will give us how much? 2 1 is 2, 2 2 is 4, 1 2 is 16 and 2 2 is 4 and 1 5. 1282.5 meters. This is run by Reenu. So the distance, let me now compare. So Reenu we were calculating by the running 1500 meters. And Meenu then run only 1350. Now this is time of Reenu. So Reenu has done finally 1282.5. This is the actual comparison of the distances when Reenu is running 1500 meter, Meenu is running 1350, and Reenu is running 1282.5 meters. Now the difference we can find out. Therefore, Reenu is beaten by Reenu by what distance? We have to find out. By what distance does Reenu beat Reenu? So, therefore, Reenu, the first one, beats Reenu by 1500 minus 1282.5 will give us how much distance? 0.5 is 0.5, 1 0 here, okay. Then 3 is 7, 10 minus 3 7, yeah, 1 carry here, 1, okay, let me write here 1500 and this is 0. So this is 0.5 here, 10 minus 5 5 and 1 carry 7, 10 minus 3 is 7, 1 carry 9, this is 1 here, 1 carry again, so this is 2 here, only 217.5 meters. So this is the answer here, 217.5 meters. So Reenu is beaten by 217.5 meters. This is the answer. Simple point, 1282.5 it was, right? Now this is 217.5 meters. Reenu is beating Reenu, the third one. This is a comparison. We just made the comparison of the three distances of the three people. Okay. When A is running 1500, then what is the comparison? So this is the answer here. So this is the question number 6 we have completed. Let us take question number 7. Now question number 7, see here. what is given to us. Question number 7, what is given to us? Cover this. Okay, let me change the marker here. What is question number 7 saying? Question 7 is all about, it says in a 500 meter race, okay, in a 500 meter race, the ratio of speeds of two runners P and Q is 3:5. Okay, P has a start of 200 meters. P has already gained 200 meters, or he is ahead of Q by 200 meters. Who wins the race? And what is the distance between P and Q at the finish of the race? When they have finished the race, and what is the distance between them? That we will find out. Now, the ratio of their speeds is 3:5. If suppose P is running 300 meters, then B is running, or Q, P and Q. P is running 300 meters, then Q is running 500 meters. So 3:5 ratio is there. What is given? In a 500 meter race, okay, the ratio of the speeds, the ratio of the speeds of P and Q is 3:5. We are given here. Now, second says P has a start of 200 meters. All right. Then this is given to us now to find him. What is they say that who wins the race and what is the distance between. First is who wins the race. Who wins the race. Second is what is the distance. What is the distance when they meet together? What is the distance at the finish? At the finish of the race. At the finish of the race. This is the point here. Solution. Now see here that what is the solution. Now here ratio of the speeds of P and Q is 3:5. If P runs 300 meters, then Q runs 500 meters. Right, then Q runs 500 meters. This is the ratio here. So if P is already at 200 meters, right? So if 300 more meters, P has to win. That means after 300 meters, 200 plus 300, he will be at 500. So after 500 meters, he is running at 500 meters, suppose meter or kilometer, whatever, meter is this, 500 meters per second. In 1 second, 500 meters or 1 hour, suppose, this is 100 meters of this meter race, yeah. So at 500 meters, after 1 hour, they will be together at 500 meter distance. Why? Because this is, let me solve it here. Let me find it here. This is solution we are finding out. Suppose P is, this is Q here, and P is here, is 200 meters distance. So this is 300 meter more. Both have to reach here. This 500 meter naturally will be covered by Q to reach here, and this 300 meter only covered by P to reach here. Both have reached 500 meters at 500 meters. So no distance between them. or we can say that they are meeting at the same point after 500 meters race. Hence, after 500 meters race, when Q covers 500 meters, then P will cover only 300 meters. So P's distance is equal to 200 plus 300 equal to 500. So both are meeting at the same point after 500 meter distance. So our P is 300 meters from its beginning point, from its starting point, but Q is at 500 meter distance. So both are meeting at 500 distance, right? This is the answer here. So both are meeting at 500 distance from Q's initial point, and P's distance is 300 meters, and P's distance is 300 meters from his